I'm sorry.
What is it?
It's the morning.
Sandy and I got to kind of deviate from whatever the preconceived notion of what the scene was about. You know, for a lot of the moments, you really can't write them. They're just kind of, they just sort of happen.
And Ryan and I have known each other for a while, and I was like, that is the only person I can see doing this role. Someone who has, you know, the acting chops that he does, both in, you know, on all levels, but the comedic chops. Not very many people can do comedy convincingly and truthfully.
You know, Sandra and you know, someone like Anne Fletcher, who's such an incredible director, you really get a sense of safety in the room to just kind of go wherever, as absurd as you want, or as small, or as big as you want, whatever you need.
The irony of this film is, in fact, that your boss, Sandra Bullock, is Canadian, needs to get married to stay in the country.
Indeed.
You're playing an American,
yeah,
but you're actually Canadian.
Exactly.
Did you give Ms. Bullock any primers on the ins and outs of Canadian culture and behavior?
Well, you know, I gave her as much as I could. Culture.
No, but I respected the Canadian culture enough not to bastardize it by saying a boot. You know, I did a little sorry, you know, very slight. But most Canadians that I know, Ryan doesn't say sorry or a boot.
I think it's like, serves as a bit of a documentary. I mean, I'm actually a Canadian, obviously. She's an American. We have a bit of a role reversal there. So, you know, for me, I talked a lot about what it's like as a Canadian marrying an American, you know, and why we would do that. It's mostly to receive those fantastic benefits, upgrade to really expensive health care is what I was aiming for.
And you've been through the INS process yourself.
I have, actually, yes.
Not a lot of fun, is it?
No, it's not a lot of fun at all. I mean, you know, these guys give you the ultimate examination. I've never had a medical like that. I'm still not sure it was a medical. It sort of bordered rape. It was pretty crazy.
Dance with me. Jump, chant,
Trees, mountains,
to the universe.
universe, the window.
And you have that great chanting dance out in the woods.
It was way up in the woods. It was a beautiful area, but it was 3 o'clock in the morning. And it started to rain, and then it started to rain harder and harder, and they put a tarp over us to you know, try to keep us dry. I have the worst hair in the world, so you can imagine what it looked like after dancing in the rain for a few minutes. And I had to learn a song in Eskimo. That's hard to memorize because I have no relation to it. So we just did it, and Sandra went along so beautifully, and we had a good time.